Hey there, guys. Charge Yuki here. Late in the afternoon on a Sunday. I've been thinking. I've been thinking. I've had these conversations with my dad, and especially during deer season, we were talking about it. During rifle season and doe season's coming up. It starts on the second day. From Thursday all the way to Sunday. So we gotta try and get four more deer taken down. 4 more does. But we were talking about this, and gonna talk about dating again. Pretty sure if it was brought up by anyone else, let's say some certain members of my mom's family, I wouldn't really tolerate it all that well, because some of them, actually a majority of them, act like rich, uptight, tofu, farting fairy fuckers. Like they're so much better than everybody else. They really don't know how to interact with people like me. And yes, I'm saying that about my mom's side of the family. I know. I should say that, but it's the truth. It's for the most part, it's the truth. For someone like me, especially if you went through the hell that I went through, and if you felt, sometimes maybe you don't. Maybe you don't feel the way that I do. Because where my heart is supposed to be, that's where I'm supposed to feel shit, right? That's the emotion thing that you're supposed to feel, right? What if I was to tell you that I don't feel anything? A lot of people think that I'm spitting nonsense when I say that. It's like I'm not. I'm not kidding. I literally don't feel it. I don't feel it at all. One of the only times I feel it is when I'm doing something really fucking stupid. I don't think even when I'm like extremely angry, I don't know if I feel it or not, because I'm just filled with rage. Which I haven't had an outburst in a very long time. Which begs a differ from the me from 20 or so years ago. Someone who couldn't control his temper at all. Compared to now, I have basically full control over it. And, yeah. I'm not interested in fights, but if I have to fight, well, there's a good chance I might severely hurt somebody, or might choose to let loose of all that emotion, all that thing all that stuff I would hold on to. But when it comes to dating tugs on different strings. For someone like me who's very antisocial, who doesn't go out much, he spends a lot of his time working, and has this stubborn bullheadedness. Once he starts working, he doesn't stop. Until, the work's done for the day. In a lot of ways, I kind of felt like dating was like my job. It wasn't just a thing that I did with somebody. It was considered a job. A job where you and the person that you're choosing to be with, especially at that moment, are going to push each other's buttons to see which one stays, which one goes, or if they're, if the other person's truly interested or not, if there's any interest at all. But nowadays, especially last year and the year prior, people feel that, there's always that one-sided notion. If you don't bend over, especially if the men don't bend over backwards and take it, then you get nothing. Well, then 2024 was the year where men said, you know what, enough's enough, fuck you. Take your notion and fuck you. Go fuck yourself. But will 2025 be the year where I finally find somebody? That I highly doubt. I mean, it'd be absolutely hilarious for someone who hasn't been on a date in over a decade to finally find somebody and try and talk to them, try and, ask them out on a date, which they have zero chance of getting, absolutely zero chance of getting, and trying again. I have zero interest in trying to date again. I have zero interest. Don't want to bother, don't want to waste my time. Multiple people have given me crap around town, and they bring up, if you got a girlfriend, go see her for about 15 minutes or whatever. Give her a Christmas present. Sorry, if I was giving her that kind of Christmas present, it'll be an all-nighter and you won't see me until the following day. I'm telling you that right now. But, for someone like me who's short, who gets up at 2 o'clock in the morning, who works literally 10 and a half hours, sometimes damn near 12 hours a day, and yet also comes home, takes care of a dog who he spoils, and also makes YouTube content. How can anyone like that have any sort of time whatsoever, even for themselves, let alone a partner? But like I said, if I did meet somebody and that somebody proved their worth, meaning Char ain't going to give people the benefit of the doubt, especially when it comes to friends. You have to prove your worth. And a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, well, you're full of shit. Proving your worth, yeah, that's so old school. You're damn right it's old school. I'm an old school kind of guy. Don't like it, fuck you. That's just the way I am. I don't go to parties. I absolutely hate going to weddings. But yet, 2 of the weddings I was totally okay with going to. And you know what? For the most part, I had a damn good time. Did I try and hit on any of the women there? Fuck no, I had no chance with any of the women there. Hell no. Zero chance. Had no interest in talking to any of them whatsoever. Were some of them good looking? Fuck yeah. But you know what? Good looking happens, it just happens to go away when they pull out cigarettes, vapes. All that 9 out of, 7 to out of 10 or 10/10 or, any of that sort of rating goes out the fucking window. I don't care for smokers. I don't care, if you vape, you vape, but still, it's still considered smoking. It's not interested in me. It's a interest killer. I'm not old school in such a way that I'm just not interested in somebody who smokes. A majority of the people I see smoke marijuana, smoke. They smoke, they do this, they do that. I'm not interested in that. I'm not. If you're doing it for a medical reason, then fucking hell, I'll shut the hell up. You're doing it for a medical reason, I have no reason to judge. But if you're doing it just doing it, and it's not for a medical reason, nah, not interested. Sorry, just not interested. It's a turnoff for me. Nowadays, the thing is, I don't give two flying shits if you're white, black, fucking Asian, even though Asian's a bit of a preference to me because I like Asian culture. I don't care if you're Hispanic. I really don't care. As long as you are able to work for a living, until you have kids or whatever, basically mine, then I have, if you want to work until you get pregnant, then fine. I'll support that. I don't have a problem with that at all. Thing is, I also don't have a problem with dating somebody who already has a kid. I don't have a problem with a woman who already has a kid. But it's not going to be at the top of the list of women for me to chase if I choose to chase women again. Because apparently that was the old school thing, chase women. Guess what? I'd done that for, I started doing it when I was like 14. I started working when I was 14. I started chasing women when I was 14. I had a full-fledged job at 14 years old. Not a good one. The payment sucked. The hours sucked. People even sucked worse than that. But I had a job. I had a vehicle to pay for. I worked. I didn't go out and get drunk. I didn't go to parties. I know this coming year, there's supposed to be a school reunion. To hell with the school reunion. I don't care about the school and I don't care about the people I graduated with. They're the reason why I'm like the way that I am. Why I'm such an outcast. They made me an outcast. They put that label on me and I just accepted it. And yet I'm totally fine with being the outcast. Like I've said, I'm totally fine being the lone wolf. The wolf that fights his fights all on his own. Win or lose, no matter what. Always on his own. I'm totally fine with that. And yet the thing is, what it really comes down with what it really comes down to it is that as the years go by, as time goes by, I'm seeing people who I'm related to have kids, get married, and yet I have a sister who has a boyfriend with 2 kids. She has yet to be married, let alone pregnant. I have a brother that met somebody, but both didn't have the funds to relocate, so that couldn't work. So he had a girl that was interested. They were both interested. She already had kids, but they both didn't have the funds to relocate. They couldn't, there's no way they could have made that work. But yet he has nobody. He feels the way that I do. But yet he doesn't seem to understand. He has a much better luck. He has much better luck and has a much better chance of finding somebody than I do. And the thing is, being a short fucker like I am, no woman's gonna want me. If I'm with a woman at all, especially with a woman at all, the woman's just gonna be there. You know what? Because what she's going to want? She's going to want attention. Number 1. 2, she's going to want money. Actually, matter of fact, switch that around or put that on the same tier. They're going to want attention and they're going to want money. The final option, they're going to want sex because they're going to be their little go-to when they ain't getting the attention. Especially when they're a little excited and wanting something and they couldn't get it, so you're the one that was there. You're the one that was present. thing is, I already know I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. And I've accepted that. Without a shadow of a doubt, I've accepted it. But I'm going to admit something here. What bugs me is that the longer I continue to see everybody else have kids and get married, it makes you wonder, should I put myself on the market again? Should I go out and try again? Because I'm wanting to be a dad. I'm wanting to be a husband to a damn beautiful wife. But that just isn't going to happen. I've already wasted 15, 20 years trying. And I'm only 35. I'm going to be 35 next year. I'm 34 now. I'm going to be 35. You think that'd be plenty of time to find somebody? What's the point of trying now if I couldn't land one before? Why? Because I got money now? Thing is, money's nothing. Money might make the world go around, but money ain't everything. If you think money is what made you get into a relationship with somebody, man, you're stupid. You are dumber than a box of rocks if you think money is the way to go. The heart is. The hell with money. Money's just there. Money's just a thing that you use to pay your fucking bills with, buy toys for your kids, buy food, pay for gas, all that nonsense. All of that. Money's just there. Money can't buy happiness. If that's what you think, then you're a goddamn idiot. As well as people out there who think they only want, especially a lot of women, think out there in the bigger cities, thinking, oh, I want a guy who makes 80 to 100 or even more than that K around a year long. You really think anyone who makes that money is going to look at you and think that you're going to be a wife? Think that they're going to make a wife out of you? Nah, they're just going to lay you and then boot you out the door. That's what they're going to do. They're going to have a one-night stand with you, and then they're going to see you goodbye. That's all they're going to do. Nah. I don't think 2025 is going to be any different on the relationship side for me. I'm just going to be that guy who's going to work all the time, not take breaks, continue to work. I mean, the only other time now that I plan on putting a vacation day in is towards my birthday. That's the only day. I still have no intention of uploading a video on that day. On the 3rd of February, I have zero intention of uploading a video. So don't expect one. That's the day of my birthday. I'm going to take a day off on that day and not, when it comes to uploading, and not have one. Even if I choose to work on that day, because I like taking my Fridays off for my birthday. Instead of taking a Monday off, it's better taking end of the week off than it is start of the week. And I went and got sandwiches. You'd think I'd sit there and eat a sandwich instead of film a video, but yet here I am filming a video. I don't think things gonna change. If things do, I'll be one lucky son of a bitch. But I don't think they will. And if I did find somebody, is that someone legit gonna be like 100% there for me? Like somebody I can legit rely on? One that's not gonna screw me over? One that's gonna be fucking loyal and tell me the fucking truth? One that's actually gonna fucking care and not just use me? I highly doubt that. And a lot of times you see that women think that way. No. Nowadays, especially the past couple of years, men have felt that way. Hence why guys like us choose to stay single. We don't want to go through the fucking trouble anymore. Unless someone legit proves that they legit fucking care, guys like me aren't going to fucking waste their time with any woman right now. At all, period. You really think a guy's going to fucking open up? Nah, it's not going to happen. He's going to make sure you're legit first. He's going to make sure that you're the one that is the right one. The one that actually truly fucking cares. Without a shadow of a doubt. I thought the last video I made with Charwolf was going to be the last video. Maybe this will be. The last vlog of 2024. You know, deep down I would like things to be different. And if I was to put myself out there, I know it's just going to fall flat. It's not going to work. Despite how much I know damn well I'm going to fucking try. Even if I did, it's just going to go to shit. And I really don't want to be that guy who's going to have like multiple kids. I don't want that. I'd rather be the guy who's married to a fucking beautiful, hard-working wife. An absolute badass. Because it's going to take a tough woman to be with me, period. Let alone put up with me because I'm an ornery shit. But it's just one of those things. One of those random thoughts, conversations. Especially with my dad, because like any parent does, they want you to be happy, but I don't think I ever will be. I don't think I ever will be. Unless I'm where I want to be and out of this fucking town, I don't think I ever will be. But anyway, I'm home. I'm going to go enjoy some sandwiches, and I'll see you all in the next one. Which there won't be a next one until 2025. So, see ya. Goodbye. Happy New Beer.